Hello Lakers fan. If you are one of those who are always up to date with the news about our Lakers, then you need to pay attention to what is coming up on our Lakers news channel. I am preparing exclusive coverage on possible signings, rumors, interviews, and much more of our Lakers, and what I can say is that rumors are catching fire on social media, and you don't want to miss any information. So if you are a true Lakers and you don't want to miss the latest news, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to receive everything firsthand. Let's get to today's news.
LeBron James' surprise meeting with Nikola Jokic's agent was about something bigger than basketball. This NBA offseason has been filled with speculation surrounding LeBron James, and this week was no different, until the real story surfaced. When Misko Raznatovic, the European agent of Denver Nuggets superstar Nikola Jokic, posted a photo on social media featuring himself, LeBron, and LeBron's longtime business partner Maverick Carter, fans went into a frenzy. The picture, taken aboard a yacht in France, immediately sparked rumors about LeBron possibly teaming up with Jokic in Denver, or vice versa. But as intriguing as those headlines might sound, the meeting had nothing to do with the Lakers or the Nuggets. According to a report from Front Office Sports, Ben Horney, Daniel Roberts, and Alex Schiffer, the meeting was centered around something far more entrepreneurial: Maverick Carter's upcoming International Basketball League. The mysterious boat meeting last week in France between LeBron James, Maverick Carter, and Jokic's European agent was actually about a planned international basketball league led by Carter, sources told FOS. So no, LeBron isn't preparing to join the Nuggets. And no, Jokic isn't on his way to LA. Instead, the meeting highlights something much bigger: the future of basketball beyond the NBA, and LeBron's growing role in shaping it. LeBron's next chapter? League ownership could be in sight. While it's still unclear what LeBron's specific involvement in the new league will look like, it's no secret that he's set his sights on NBA ownership once his playing days are over. The fact that he's participating in high-level talks about a competing international league shows that he's thinking on a global scale. LeBron has long used his platform and business acumen to expand his reach far beyond the court. Whether it's Hollywood investments, or now sports infrastructure, this meeting signals that he's laying the groundwork for what comes after basketball, while still being a top-tier player. And with Maverick Carter leading the charge, there's little doubt that this project has serious ambition behind it. The league is still in development, but having names like James, even in the exploratory phase, lends instant credibility and media attention. Marcus Smart ready to join forces with LeBron. While the yacht meeting stirred imaginations, LeBron's focus this season is still firmly on the Los Angeles Lakers. And one of his newest teammates, Marcus Smart, couldn't be more excited to share the court with him. After spending years battling LeBron as a Celtic, especially in intense playoff matchups, Smart now finds himself wearing the purple and gold, ready to team up with the NBA's all-time leading scorer. "It's not every day you get to play with one of the greatest players ever," Smart said. "We all know how crazy his basketball IQ is. You feel it when you're playing against him. Now I get to see it up close, learn from it, and benefit from it instead of being on the receiving end. I'm lucky for the opportunity." With Smart's grit and defensive intensity paired alongside LeBron's leadership and vision, the Lakers could have a much more balanced roster heading into the new season. In summary, while fans were quick to imagine LeBron in a Nuggets jersey or Jokic under the LA spotlight, the real story is even more interesting. The France meeting wasn't about trades or free agency. It was about the future of the sport, innovation, and LeBron James continuing to expand his legacy off the court, even as he gears up for another championship run on it. A glimpse into basketball's global future. The meeting in France wasn't just a casual networking moment. It marked a turning point in how elite athletes and their inner circles are reshaping the landscape of professional sports. While details on Maverick Carter's International Basketball League remain under wraps, sources close to the project say the goal is to elevate the global profile of the game, offer alternative development pathways for young talent, and even attract former NBA players looking to extend their careers outside of the United States. Having influential figures like LeBron James in early conversations is no coincidence. With the NBA continuing to explore international expansion and basketball's growth surging across Europe, Africa, and Asia, this league could serve as both a complement and challenge to the NBA's global presence. For LeBron, this isn't just business, it's legacy. While his dream of owning an NBA franchise, possibly in Las Vegas, remains in focus, this new venture would allow him to plant a flag globally even sooner. By backing a league with innovative rules, diverse ownership models, or fresh media rights strategies, James positions himself as more than a former superstar. He becomes a pioneer. European ties run deep. The presence of Misko Raznatovic, one of Europe's most powerful agents and the key figure in Nikola Jokic's rise, adds even more intrigue. His agency, BioBasket, represents dozens of elite international players, many of whom could become foundational pillars in a startup league that blends European structure with American star power. Raznatovic's involvement also hints that the league isn't just talk, it's being shaped with serious strategic minds familiar with both the FIBA and NBA ecosystems. His photo with LeBron wasn't meant to tease a roster move, it was likely a signal to agents, sponsors, and federations around the world. Something big is brewing. How the NBA might respond. While this international league is still in its early stages, the NBA is certainly watching closely. If Carter's group manages to attract top talent, offer competitive salaries, or forge global TV partnerships, it could reshape the player development pipeline, especially in regions where basketball is booming but pro opportunities are limited. The NBA has long been dominant, but it has also welcomed disruption in the past, like the G League Ignite program or the Basketball Africa League (BL). A privately funded high-profile competitor led by respected figures like Carter and LeBron could either spark collaboration or competition. That depends heavily on execution, but either way, the meeting in France wasn't just a footnote in the off-season. It might be remembered as the moment the next great basketball revolution quietly began. LeBron's influence continues to expand. Even as he enters year 22 of his NBA career, LeBron James is not slowing down. He's simply playing a different game. On the court, he's still chasing championships. Off it, he's building empires. His role in this league, whether as a co-founder, ambassador, or future owner, aligns with his broader mission, empowering athletes to own their platforms, control their narratives, and shape the future of the sport they love. What happens next could define not only the final chapter of LeBron's career, but also the beginning of something entirely new for global basketball. Luka Doncic stays quiet on contract extension, but his smile might say it all. It's been a busy week for Luka Doncic, and it could end with a massive payday. The Los Angeles Lakers superstar is currently traveling for a Jordan Brand promotional tour, but behind the scenes, the real buzz is about what could happen this Saturday, when Doncic officially becomes eligible to sign a 4-year, $223 million contract extension with the Lakers. Though nothing is set in stone until the ink dries, every sign, from insider reports to team signals, suggests Luka is likely to agree to some form of extension with Los Angeles, potentially before he rejoins the Slovenian national team for Eurobasket early next week. But for now, Luka is keeping it cool. Playing it smart, and playing it off. Appearing on the Today Show Wednesday morning as part of his brand tour, Doncic was asked directly about the extension, and he handled it with charm and a smile, avoiding the topic with a light-hearted joke. It was a clever move. Since the date of eligibility is just days away, even hinting at a pending deal could risk an NBA fine. So rather than dance too close to the line, Luka turned the question into a humorous moment, keeping things playful without revealing anything. And let's be honest, if he were truly undecided, he probably would have said so. NBA players in limbo tend to be more vague, using phrases like "no talks yet" or "we'll see what happens." Instead, Luka laughed it off, like someone who already knows how the story ends. All signs point to an extension. While Doncic hasn't made anything official, the vibe surrounding his situation is clear: he's staying. The Lakers have made it a priority to keep their future open and cap flexible, and retaining Luka is central to that plan. If he signs the extension right when the window opens this weekend, it won't just give the Lakers security, it will send a message that Doncic believes in the team's direction. And even though he's kept quiet publicly, his actions speak volumes. Luka is focused on winning, now. Despite the Lakers' long-term strategy of maintaining flexibility, Doncic isn't waiting around. He's reportedly played a role in recruiting Marcus Smart and DeAndre Ayton, helping the Lakers assemble a deeper, tougher roster than the one that finished third in the West last season. Whether or not that's enough to make them true title contenders is still up for debate, but one thing is clear: Luka wants to win now. The Lakers may have prioritized patience this offseason, but Doncic has injected urgency. His presence alone puts pressure on the front office to make something happen, not 2 years from now, but this season. And if that extension gets signed this weekend, as many expect, it won't just be about locking in a superstar. It'll be a statement. Luka Doncic believes the Lakers are building something real, and he's ready to lead it. What Luka's silence really means for the Lakers. While Luka Doncic hasn't officially put pen to paper, the anticipation surrounding his likely extension is sending ripples through the NBA. Not only does it solidify the Lakers' long-term outlook, it also signals to the rest of the league that Los Angeles is all in on building around Doncic, and quickly. The potential $223 million extension would keep Luka tied to the Lakers through his prime years, making him the unquestioned cornerstone of the franchise post-LeBron. And though LeBron James hasn't announced any retirement timeline, the team's vision is clear: transition smoothly from one generational talent to another without skipping a beat. But the extension also puts pressure on Lakers GM Rob Pelinka and head coach Darvin Ham to make the most of Luka's window, and not waste another season. Building the right core around Luka. This off-season, Doncic didn't just sit back and watch the front office work. He reportedly played an active role in shaping the roster. Sources around the league say he personally reached out to Marcus Smart, emphasizing the grit and leadership the former Celtic would bring. He also gave a green light to DeAndre Ayton, believing the big man's skill set could flourish in a new system alongside an elite playmaker like himself. With Smart, Ayton, Anthony Davis, and LeBron James for now in the mix, the Lakers have created a roster that blends experience, defensive toughness, and star power. And that might just be what Doncic needs to go deeper into the playoffs, something he's craved since entering the league. But the West is brutal. Teams like the Nuggets, Timberwolves, and Thunder continue to rise. That means the Lakers can't afford growing pains. The expectation isn't just to make the playoffs anymore, it's championship or bust. The bigger picture: what if Luka doesn't extend? Of course, there's always the slight possibility that Doncic delays signing the extension. If that were to happen, the narrative changes drastically. The Lakers would suddenly find themselves in a fragile position, balancing a win-now roster with the uncertainty of their superstar's future. The media speculation would be relentless. Every missed shot, every losing streak, every small front office move would be dissected through the lens of "is Luka having second thoughts?" That's why locking in the extension isn't just about money. It's about stability, leverage, and the message it sends to the locker room, the fans, and the league. A shift in player power and influence. If and when Doncic signs, it will also reflect the broader shift in NBA culture, where stars not only play, but recruit, plan, and even strategize with front offices. He's only 25, yet Doncic is now operating like a true franchise architect, shaping not only his own career path but the team's future around him. That kind of influence used to be rare. Now it's expected, especially from players of Luka's caliber. In today's NBA, you're not just the face of the team, you're part of the blueprint. What's next for Luka and the Lakers? If all signs continue pointing in the current direction, Luka Doncic will likely sign his extension shortly after becoming eligible. That would allow him to focus fully on leading Slovenia at Eurobasket, while also giving the Lakers a clear signal to finalize their off-season vision. From there, the clock starts ticking toward training camp, and the spotlight only gets brighter. Because with Luka committed, a revamped supporting cast, and LeBron still in uniform, the expectations in LA are sky high. And this time, there's no room for excuses. Bronny James opens up about conditioning struggles during Summer League. One of the most encouraging storylines from the Los Angeles Lakers Summer League wasn't just a breakout performance, it was a comeback. Bronny James, in his second year, showed real growth in Las Vegas, silencing many skeptics with a noticeably more confident and composed game than we saw last year. But his Summer League didn't start on a high note. Bronny missed the Lakers' opening game in the California Classic and was on a strict minutes restriction when he finally took the floor. That left many fans and analysts wondering what was going on with his conditioning. Now Bronny is opening up about the reason, and it's a deeply personal one. In an interview with ESPN's Dave McMenamin, Bronny revealed that his conditioning setbacks were linked to lingering effects from his 2023 cardiac arrest. The medical emergency, which nearly ended his career and his life, also seems to have impacted his immune system. "I get sick more easily now," Bronny said. "Which is kind of strange, but I think it messed with my immune system a little bit. So sometimes I get sick and have to miss time, and all that conditioning I built up just kind of disappeared during that week off." That's exactly what happened this summer. Bronny fell ill just before the California Classic, missing an entire week of crucial workouts. When he returned, he wasn't at the level he needed to be, and the Lakers were cautious. He sat out the opener in San Francisco and played limited minutes in his first games back. A long recovery, even for a young athlete. Lakers head athletic trainer Mike Mancius told ESPN that Bronny's recovery timeline is both expected and impressive. Anytime you go through something like that, it takes time for the body's immune and recovery systems to catch up, Mancius explained. That's completely normal, even for elite athletes. But because Bronny is so young and healthy otherwise, his bounce back should be quicker. It's easy to forget just how serious Bronny's medical scare was. The fact that he's back on the court, competing at this level, is remarkable in itself. And though he's still finding his rhythm, his growth is evident in every game. He looks stronger, more confident, and more in control than ever before. What's next? A spot in the rotation still up for grabs. It remains to be seen whether Bronny will crack the Lakers' regular season rotation this year. But one thing is clear, he's not going to let anything hold him back. Not past health issues, not critics, and not pressure. He's committed to the grind, to proving himself, and to becoming the player he knows he can be. J.J. Redick already sees a path forward for Bronny. Lakers head coach J.J. Redick understands that Bronny won't be LeBron 2.0, and that's not the goal. Redick has made it clear he's looking for Bronny to carve out his own identity as a player. Recently, he even pointed to two current NBA players that he believes Bronny should model his game after. Players who've made long, successful careers through hard work, defensive grit, and high basketball IQ. Redick's vision? A player who thrives in a defined role, defends at a high level, and makes winning plays. Not flashy ones, but the kind that keep you on the floor when it matters. Bronny may not have the physical tools or superstar trajectory of his father, but if there's one thing he's shown this summer, it's that resilience and drive run deep in the James family. He's just getting started, and he's earning every step. Bronny James opens up about conditioning struggles, and what comes next. Bronny James' performance during Summer League gave Lakers fans something they hadn't had in a while: hope. After a rocky rookie season, the second-year guard looked far more composed and effective, particularly in Las Vegas, where he made strides that silenced some of his critics. But the start of the Summer League was shaky. Bronny missed the opening game and was placed on a minutes restriction when he did return. That raised concerns about his conditioning, especially after a year of limited playing time. Now, Bronny is explaining what's been going on behind the scenes. He revealed that his conditioning issues are tied to the effects of the cardiac arrest he suffered in 2023. While he's made a full return to the court, his immune system hasn't bounced back completely. That has made him more prone to illness, which in turn affects his ability to stay in shape. "I get sick more easily now," Bronny said. "I think it messed with my immune system a bit. So when I miss a few days, all the progress with my conditioning just drops." This summer, that's exactly what happened. A sudden illness forced him to miss a critical week of training ahead of the California Classic. As a result, he wasn't ready to play at full speed and had to be eased back into action. According to Lakers staff, this kind of recovery process is normal, even for young athletes. But with Bronny still adjusting to NBA-level intensity, every missed session makes a difference. What's impressive is how he's handled the situation, with maturity, focus, and a quiet determination to improve. His development is clear, even in limited minutes. While Bronny hasn't yet earned a regular role in the Lakers' main rotation, his improvement has been noticeable. His decision-making has sharpened, and he's starting to show flashes of the defensive instincts and basketball IQ that scouts talked about when he entered the draft. In the G League, he has shown he can contribute on both ends of the court. Coaches see him working hard, staying engaged, and responding well to feedback. It's not about putting up big numbers, it's about earning trust and building consistency. A long-term vision, and the right role models. Lakers head coach J.J. Redick knows Bronny won't be a star right away, and that's not the expectation. Instead, Redick has pointed out a path forward: emulate high IQ, role-playing guards who made their careers through defense, smart decision-making, and effort. Redick wants Bronny to become the kind of player who can reliably guard the perimeter, make the extra pass, and hit the open shot. And with the right development, Bronny could earn a consistent 10 to 15 minutes a game next season, a realistic step forward that keeps him growing without too much pressure. What comes next? For Bronny, the focus remains on health, conditioning, and carving out his niche. He may not be ready to take on big minutes yet, but his steady progress is encouraging. After a terrifying health scare just a year ago, the fact that he's even in this position is a testament to his resilience. He's not chasing headlines. He's chasing consistency. And that might be exactly what the Lakers need. Magic Johnson praises Luka Doncic's stunning physical transformation. He's showing he means business in LA. Luka Doncic looks like a completely different player, and not just on the court. The Los Angeles Lakers star point guard shocked the basketball world this week after unveiling a dramatic physical transformation in his new Men's Health cover story. The 26-year-old, often scrutinized in the past for his conditioning despite his elite production, credited a disciplined new diet and a revamped training program for his incredible change. And the reaction has been nothing short of electric. Among those most impressed, Lakers legend and Hall of Famer Magic Johnson, who took to social media to applaud Doncic's commitment. "I love how Luka is showing his Lakers teammates how serious he is about winning a championship in Los Angeles by transforming his body. It's more than just a new look, this is a statement." Doncic, who was traded from the Dallas Mavericks to the Lakers in a blockbuster deal this past February, is now stepping fully into the spotlight. With LeBron James' future in LA still uncertain, Luka has become the de facto face of the franchise. And if this offseason is any indication, he's embracing the challenge with everything he's got. His transformation speaks volumes, not just to fans or critics, but to his teammates. It signals a shift in mentality. Luka isn't here to simply be great, he's here to win. He's turning the page, starting fresh, and showing the league, and the city of Los Angeles, that he's ready to lead. Luka's next chapter begins now. Last season, Doncic averaged an impressive 28.1 points, 8.1 rebounds, and 7.5 assists in 28 regular season games with the Lakers. But despite his efforts, LA was bounced in the first round of the Western Conference playoffs by the Minnesota Timberwolves, a result that left fans, and Doncic himself, hungry for more. That early exit seems to have lit a fire. With a leaner, stronger frame and renewed focus, Luka is coming into the 2025-26 season with unfinished business. He's not just playing to silence doubters, he's playing to bring a championship back to one of the most storied franchises in sports. If this version of Luka Doncic is any indication of what's to come, the rest of the NBA should take notice. He's not just ready. He's serious. A shift in leadership, and in legacy. With his physical transformation now the talk of the offseason, Luka Doncic has not only changed his body, he's changed the energy around the Lakers. For a team searching for identity after another disappointing playoff run and with LeBron James nearing the end of his iconic career, Luka's renewed focus has become a rallying point. Executives inside the Lakers organization have quietly expressed how impressed they've been with Doncic's commitment. According to internal reports, Luka has taken on a more vocal leadership role during early team workouts, something that was less common during his early years in Dallas. He's not just preparing himself, one team source said. He's raising the standard for everyone around him. And Magic Johnson's public praise only reinforces that. For a franchise where the bar is championship or bust, Luka's transformation has ignited new optimism. The fans have noticed, too. What Draymond Green said about DeAnthony Melton potentially returning to the Warriors in 2025-26. The Golden State Warriors may be bringing back a familiar face next season, DeAnthony Melton. After a short but impactful stint with the team in 2024-25, Melton is reportedly on the verge of rejoining the Warriors for the upcoming campaign. According to Brian Windhorst, the team is close to finalizing deals with both Melton and veteran big man Al Horford, pending ongoing discussions surrounding the future of forward Jonathan Kuminga. Melton originally signed a one-year deal with Golden State after head coach Steve Kerr pushed for his acquisition. Coming off a strong run with the Philadelphia 76ers, the 27-year-old guard brought immediate energy to the Warriors' rotation. In just 6 games, he averaged 10.3 points, 3.3 rebounds, 2.8 assists, and 1.2 steals in 20.2 minutes per game. More importantly, the Warriors won 4 of those 6 games. But then came the setback. A partial tear of his ACL forced Melton to shut things down early in the season. Opting for surgery to prevent further damage, he was later traded to the Brooklyn Nets in a deal that brought Dennis Schroeder to Golden State. Despite the limited time on the court, Melton left a strong impression, and not just for his play. Veteran leader Draymond Green, never one to hold back his thoughts, praised Melton's impact on and off the floor in an interview with ESPN. "What he brought to the team was great. We'll definitely miss that," Green said. "But what we'll miss even more is who he is every day. His energy, his positivity, always smiling, never down, just bringing good vibes constantly." Green didn't stop there. "It's heartbreaking to see a young guy in a contract year go through something like that," he continued. "But the mark he's already left on this organization is real. He deserves a chance to come back, and I really hope he decides this is the place for him." Melton is expected to make a full recovery from his surgery, and the Warriors see him as a valuable piece in their plans, not just as a role player, but as someone who can contribute to winning culture. While the spotlight is often on the big names, locker room glue guys like Melton can quietly shape the identity of a team. His return wouldn't just boost the roster, it would restore a spirit the team lost when he went down. And with the Warriors looking to rebound from an inconsistent season, his presence might be exactly what they need. Melton's potential return has already started to create waves around the NBA. Insiders view it as one of the more under-the-radar moves that could pay huge dividends for Golden State, especially considering the team's recent lack of consistent two-way production from the guard position. In his brief time with the Warriors, Melton not only showed flashes of scoring and perimeter defense, but also proved he could thrive in Steve Kerr's movement-heavy, read-and-react offensive system. His ability to defend multiple positions, hit open shots, and make smart plays without needing the ball in his hands made him a seamless fit alongside Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson. Now, with Thompson gone to Dallas and the backcourt rotation wide open, there's a real opportunity for Melton to take on a larger role, if his body holds up. It's not just about getting him back, one Warriors front office source reportedly told The Athletic. It's about giving him the runway to be even better than he was before. Melton's injury history does add an element of caution. However, the team's medical staff is optimistic. His surgery was successful, and his recovery has reportedly gone smoothly. He's expected to be fully cleared for training camp, and sources close to him say he's more